have Latino. I don't like that word.
Mhm.
An Italian, a Portuguese, a French, a Spaniard. Those are all Latinos if you really break it down, right? So I don't like that. Hispanic, I've never liked that word. One of the old definitions of it was of or belonging to Spain.
Yeah.
We don't do that. So what is an alternative that we all recognize? It is
Raza.
raza. I accept it.
Mhm.
And another thing, the word Hispanic, a lot of people don't know this, but it was actually pushed by Cubans. Cubans were very politically active in Cuba. They came here to get away from Castro, and when they got here, they were either not white enough for whites or not black enough for blacks, and so they
Mhm.
needed a place to fit in the political realm in the United States. And what was one way they could do that and have huge numbers? The Spanish language. And so
Mhm.
when you saw Univision and Telemundo and all them really pushing that word, it was the Cubans that run that stuff that were doing it. And I tip my hat to them. They're very politically savvy. But that's where that word comes from. So for me, long ass answer, I know, but I prefer calling all of us raza. And for those that like to say, like with Lefty Gunplay, for an example, they say, well, he's not even Mexican. His family maybe is Chapines or whatever. And I say this, you're basically saying let's only go by the European blood and let's ignore the indigenous blood. We all
Yeah.
have the same indigenous blood. That's the one thing that unites us, because every one of us is mixed. Some of us have Spanish, some of us have Portuguese, some of us have Irish, some of us have a mixture of that along with our
Mhm.
indigenous blood. So the one thing that we do have in common is our indigenous blood.